Welcome back to Campus Connections. We've made our way over into the kitchen, and today we are going to be making Tex Mex mac and cheese. And what you're going to need to do, you'll actually have two things going on at one time. You're going to need to make some macaroni and cheese and then have some beef frying as well. So you'll need about a pound of beef, and you can go ahead and just put that over on a skillet and let that brown. I wouldn't fry the meat very high at a high level, maybe just on medium or medium low, just to make sure it evenly fries out. And then you're going to need to go ahead and make some macaroni and cheese. You can buy any box you'd like at your local store. And then go ahead and just, boil the water and boil the noodles and strain all that out. We've already strained that out, and then we'll add the rest. But before we go ahead and do that, we are going to take a cup of salsa that we have and add that to our beef. And so here, we're going to go ahead and do that, and that'll let it simmer and add some flavor to it. So we'll go ahead and mix that up. And depending upon how much you want to make, you can go ahead and make more if you'd like. Add some more ingredients, but if you're making for a small amount of people, this will be perfect. Alright, so yeah, you just want to make sure you get your salsa nicely mixed in with the beef. And you can still go ahead and let that brown. And then while you're doing that, you're going to go ahead and work on your mac and cheese. And so what we needed for ours was we needed 3 tablespoons of milk. I'm just going to dump that in. 3 tablespoons of butter. And then the powdered cheese sauce packet that comes with it. So just go ahead and dump that in. Then from there you can just take a ladle or whatever you have around and go ahead and mix that up. Make sure that you have the butter out a little bit beforehand too, just so it gets nice and softened. That'll make it easier for you. Again, with the macaroni and cheese, you really can have any kind you want. We did spirals, but I mean you can do shells, or really the opportunities are endless. So you can make it what you'd like to make it. And just make sure you get the cheese sauce nice and mixed up as well, because it's not very tasty when you have the powder left over. So make sure you stir that well and just get rid of that. Alright, almost done here. Just want to make sure I got it all mixed up. And that looks good to me. So next, you're going to go ahead and take your macaroni and cheese and put it into a medium-sized bowl that you have. Perfect. Then after that, you can just go ahead and set that back on the stove. Make sure you have your burners off. Next, you've let the meat simmer long enough now. It should be fine. So make sure you have your burner turned off there as well. And just mix it up. And then you can go ahead and take that over to the same bowl and mix that right in as well. Just like that. Just be careful when you're mixing in not to touch the pan. Obviously, it's extremely hot. And I'll set that back there. And now you're also going to need 1 cup of shredded cheddar cheese. And you're just going to spread that over the top. And again, you can use any kind of cheese you'd like. If you want to add like a hotter cheese or something to add a little kick to it, you can go for that. And then just go ahead and take a fork or something that you have and go ahead and stir it and mix it all up. So this is really nice. It's not expensive at all. Most of the stuff in it is pretty cheap. And at the same time, it's pasta still, so it makes a decent amount for people to come over and enjoy. And make sure you mix it good enough just so the shredded cheese can go ahead and melt and mix in real nicely with the rest of the cheese. And that looks pretty good to me, so now it's time to test it. That is excellent. Let's recap today's recipe. Tex-Mex mac and cheese. You'll need 1 package of macaroni and cheese dinner, 1 pound of extra lean ground beef, 1 cup of thick and chunky salsa, and 1 cup of shredded cheddar cheese. To prepare, you'll need to prepare the macaroni and cheese dinner in a large saucepan as directed on the package. Meanwhile, brown your meat in a skillet on medium heat. Stir in salsa and let it simmer for 5 minutes, stirring occasionally. Add meat mixture to your macaroni and cheese dinner and mix lightly. Top with shredded cheese.